And Mr. Ruck, you have 3 minutes, and Chief Creason will keep that time for you.
All right.
Begin.
Okay, hello everybody. My name is Julian Ruck, and I am brand new to your community.
Welcome.
Thank you. My mother bought a house here a little over a year ago after 2 years living in Smithland in cooperation with Kentucky Housing and her reliable disability check. My mother's disability is of the cognitive kind, and whereas I had been visiting her down here in Kentucky seasonally, it's now come to the point where I'm moving here full time. So whereas I don't have a lot of direct familiarity with your community, I have been following Mayfield even before the tornado, and obviously a lot more closely since. What I do professionally around the country as an unmarried 45-year-old man who's built tons of skill sets kind of ranks. And probably the most valuable thing I do for people is install free food community gardens. So even now I'm maintaining 2 up in Port Huron, Michigan, where I've been working the past few years primarily, which I'm handing over to a team of reliable partners so I can focus my life here in Mayfield for the indefinite future, hopefully a decade or more, you know. So what I'm coming here doing is offering my services to this community in this way. In other spaces, I kind of do the grassroots, introduce myself, and I'm doing that too to businesses around here, but I feel confident that this community, everything I've learned about it, there's probably a lot of potential in just working directly with different leaders in this community. If I were to say my favorite thing about Mayfield so far, it would be the community cohesion. I've lived in cities big and small all over the country, and it's seldom that cohesion goes beyond one's block. Sometimes to one's neighborhood, but very rarely the whole community. And I feel like there was probably a measure of that before the tornado, and since it's only been galvanized. So I'd like to be a part of that. Mayor Onan, I want to express just particular admiration for you. I've done kind of research into you and how you responded to the tornado. I listened to that hour-long interview you did with kind of recording the historical story of the tornado. And there's just a number of things you brought up and mentioned that really spoke to my heart. You did mention Paradise, California, and the fire that happened there. I was there for that. Chico, California, just down the hill. I lived there for about a dozen years, and I just happened to be passing through town again when the Paradise Fire happened. So I have direct experience with responding to devastation. So I look forward to meeting all of you and talking to each and every one of you about bringing permaculture and low maintenance, high yield urban gardening to Mayfield.
Well, Mr. Ruck, thank you very much for your kind words about our community. And I want you to look at everybody in this room, and they are the force behind everything that's happened. All around the walls, all around this. This is the most amazing group of people that you will ever come to know. You're exactly right. Before the tornado, we were a cohesive community, and now we are more of a family.
Yeah.
And, we scratch each other's eyes out every once in a while, but like most families do, but then we get back together. Are you familiar with we do have one community garden. Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, 15B. I haven't yet met Penny directly. I met her husband, and I participated in spring cleanup earlier this year and filmed it for him. I do drone work too, which is helpful for gardening. So yeah, I'm trying to make those inroads, but I'd just like to introduce myself to all of you and meet you as well. I'll be hanging out.
Okay. Well, you may have trouble finding our offices because we're scattered all over the place, but if any of us can ever be of service to you, find us and we'll be glad.
Well, I look forward to it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Glad to be here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Welcome.